What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Lonnie from Flight Sim Gaming. Finally a video out here on the channel rather than a live stream. This flight was to take place in a live stream, but we decided to put it out in a video. We're a little late with posting out some content, but that's okay. We are flying the newly updated Fenix A320 version 2, 2.232 or something like that. Huge changelog done with this aircraft. They've also implemented a new installer for the aircraft as well, which is actually pretty cool. I believe they're getting that installer ready for their A319, A321 products. So yeah, there's a huge changelog. I don't really notice too many different things with this aircraft. I feel like the aircraft is a little bit more floaty. That could just be me. Coming off of the PMDG products to this, it's definitely something you have to relearn. When it comes to flying properly, this aircraft, taking off this aircraft down the runway and with the rudder inputs, it's a lot different than it is with the PMDG product. So that took some adjusting to get used to. But anyways, we're down on the ground in Newark. We're United 2310 today. We're flying up to Portland, Maine. This is a real-world flight flown by United. We're at stand 15 here in Newark. They do this flight in the A319s, not in the A320s. Many flights operating out to Portland, Maine from Newark in the E170 or 75 aircraft, as well as the 737. So we are sitting here in the Fenix. We're going to get some Fenix ops going. We're on VATSIM today. Looks like we got some ATC in Newark and we got some ATC in Portland. Let's see how that goes. Without further ado, ladies and gents, we got GSX doing its thing. Let's jump inside the aircraft. And let's get the aircraft all loaded up. It's semi-loaded right now. We're going to go ahead and set it up, and then we're going to go get the ATIS information from VATSIM. I believe there is a Newark ATIS, and there is. And we have Newark approach online, so should be some good stuff happening. Anyways, flight init. Init data request. And I've already loaded up the aircraft through the EFB, so we don't need to worry about anything. Let's go ahead and we'll init request. Beautiful. Today's flight number, United Airlines 2310. We'll plug that in there. Cost index today is 30. We're cruising up to 35,000 feet. I believe we've already been cleared to Portland. New thing with VATSIM, they provide PDC. Some of their busier airports. So this one is one of their busier airports. There's PDC available. What am I doing here? Mass and balance. 59.4 on the zero fuel weight. 30.1 on the CG. Block fuel on today's journey, 5.6 kilos, 5,600 kilos, sorry. Fantastic. We're going to come over to the flight plan tab. Now, let's go ahead and have a listen to the ATIS. 134.825.
And runways. Read back all runway hold short instructions and assigned altitude. Advise on initial contact. You have information Bravo.
I believe we're departing off of 22 right.
Newark Airport ATIS information Bravo 1551 Zulu. Wind 200 at 11. Visibility 10. 3,200 scattered. Ceiling 25,000 broken. Temperature 31. 2.21. Altimeter 29906. ILS runway 22 left approach in use. Departing runway 22 right from intersection Whiskey. 10.
Departing 22 right from intersection Whiskey. Beautiful. So we're probably going to taxi Bravo Romeo Whiskey.
Elite 217. Teterboro winds 160 at 9er, gusting 19er. Runway 24, clear for takeoff. And citation 750, actually, affirmative. You can expect runway 27 and squawk 0101, advise ready taxi.
Temporarily beautiful. come down over to Portland here. We're expecting, I think, the ILS 29 approach on the Sea-Dog for the cam transition.
750 X-ray, runway 27, taxi via Alpha.
Beautiful, that's all plugged in there. Come over to the perf tab here. Let's go ahead and get our perf information. 22 right is stride. We'll load up everything. We'll calculate. Flaps 1. No trim. 299er6. Beautiful. Come over to the secondary flight plan here. We're going to copy the active. Okay. New destination. So in case of an issue, we're going to go back to Newark on the ILS 22 left approach, which they had just said. That's the landing runway. Beautiful. Fantastic. All looks good. So like I said, we got our pre-departure clearance already. We're squawking 7740. Mode C.
Departure lead to 17600 on the Rudy 6.
Mode C on all taxiways.
Elite 217, Newark departure, radar contact. Fly heading to 280, climb and maintain 10,000, 10,000.
Heading 280, 10,000, lead 217.
299er6, we're going up to 2,500 feet. Beautiful. APU bleed is coming on. Get all of our fuel pumps on there.
Yeah, Elite 217, apparently there's traffic up that way. It's not talking to me. You can just go direct Lano now.
Direct Lano, lead 217.
While we're waiting,
75, Newark departure, 5x5.
While we're waiting for everybody to board up, let's go ahead and open up Navigraph here. Have a look at our departure for today. So we are departing on the Newark 5 departure for runway 22 right. Pretty straightforward runway heading, and then we're gonna do like a little S turn. We're probably going to right turn.
Traffic is your
040 to Gorecki, and then he'll probably assign a direct to. That's sort of the plan. The winds are 190 at 11, scattered clouds at 3,200, broken clouds at 25,000. It's 31 degrees, altimeter 299er6.
Okay, copy that.
299er6. It's looking a little bit busy right now.
X-ray, northbound departure approved. Stewart winds 250 at 10, gust 18, runway 24, clear for takeoff. Elite 217, leaving my airspace, no further ATC available, radar services terminated. Frequency change approved, have a good one.
Over to Unicom, appreciate the service today. Yeah.
And I think we're all set up there. We're just waiting for
East Coast Jet 21 descending through 8,000 inbound.
the rest of the stuff to complete here. I think baggage is done. So we can go ahead and close that up.
East Coast Jet 21, Newark approach, squawk 4627.
Squawking 4627 for East Coast Jet 21.
Say performance is not the greatest when you're sitting down on the ground in New York, especially with this airport and VATSIM on. You know, I'm getting about 58 FPS looking straight into the cockpit, but
Newark approach, radar contact 6 miles northwest.
Definitely going to have some issues.
6,400. Turn left turn heading 330, descend and maintain 4,000.
Left 330 down 4,000 for East Coast Jet 21.
And East Coast Jet 21, Peterborough altimeter 299er5. Information Gulf current, expect the ILS 19er.
Altimeter 2995, and we can expect, repeat the ILS for East Coast Jet 21.
That'll be the ILS 29er, or correction, ILS 19er.
ILS 19 approach, East Coast Jet 21.
Boarding is done. Just waiting for that green light. Beautiful. We'll go ahead and close one left. We're going to get our beacon light on. I'm going to call up approach here. I'm just going to make sure that I'm okay push and start. And Newark approach, United 2310, stand 15. Request push and start, please.
United 2310, Newark departure. Push and start, your discretion, and expect runway 22 right at Whiskey.
Push start our discretion. We'll expect 22 right at Whiskey, United 2310, thanks.
Citation 750 X-ray, Newark departure.
One of the most friendliest New York controllers for sure I've ever heard on VATSIM. Sounds like a very happy dude.
Alright, copy.
Anyways, let's go ahead. Push and start.
That is
United 2403, Newark departure. Expect PDC short.
Departure checks completed.
Citation 750 X-ray. Radar contact 7 miles west of Stewart, altitude showing 3000. Proceed on course, maintain VFR altitude or discretion.
Takeoff is still on course, 50
Short flight today, ladies and gents, about 50 some odd minutes. Some terrible weather down in Portland. About a couple hours ago or so, I was doing a flight down there,
Coast Jet 21,
and
flight
visibilities were about 500 feet above the runway. So let's see what we get. Shouldn't be all that terrible. And we have some traffic out in Portland at the moment. We have tower and ground online, so use autosave, quick edit, pushback.
010, and it's going to maintain 2000.
Market brakes coming off, making sure beacon lights on.
Transmitting 010 down 2000, Coast Jet 21.
Pretty busy right now down in Newark, hence the performance. Should be a pretty standard departure, so should have no issues. This is Derzicki design, Newark Liberty. Not, properly optimized in my opinion. I know there's been some updates with it over the course of, since the scenery was released, but definitely, definitely some issues with performance. If you don't fly with any type of frame gen mod or type frame gen stuff, you're gonna run into some troubles coming up in Newark.
East Coast Jet 21, fly heading 100.
Please send parking brakes.
100 East Coast Jet 21.
Go ahead, start up engine number 1.
Unlocking gear.
That 24-3, have you push it to taxi route?
No, 2403, were you looking for push on to taxi
Tow
route?
truck disconnected.
I'm sorry, I was
Been
standing by
removed.
the 2. That's pushing to start. Request push to taxi
Left is
route.
clear. Right is clear.
United 2403, push and start at your discretion, expect 22 right.
To the right, push discretion, do that 24-3.
East Coast Jet 21, turn right heading 160.
You get engines, APU bleed can come off. Get our taxi lights on. Flaps 1, I don't know if we're trimming. I think it's down 0.0. We're going to confirm that, down 0.0.
Coast Jet
We don't
21,
need to
4
worry.
miles from Unville, maintain 2000 to establish on a localizer. Cleared island, 19er approach. T-row.
This guy left 19er for East Coast Jet 21.
Have a good trip, he says. Let's go auto brake max. Newark approach, United 2310 with Bravo. Request taxi to runway 22 right.
United 2310, your approach, hello, thank you for Bravo, runway 22 right at Whiskey, taxi via Bravo, Romeo, Whiskey.
22 right at Whiskey via Bravo, Romeo, Whiskey, United 2310.
Sky was 575.
There we go, ladies and gents.
Departure, I do have a reroute for you. I'll read it off to you. And
We're going Bravo, Romeo, Whiskey, and we're going to clearly hold short of Whiskey. So, parking brake coming off. Let's go, ladies and gents. Takeoff config checked. Bring it upstairs.
Sky was 575. Advise ready to copy.
We're at auto right now, so aircraft kind of just roll out on its own.
Sky was 575. Clear to the Portland Airport. Stewart 9er. Departure. Radar vectors W. Victor 487. Charlie Alpha Mike VOR. Sea Dog 4 arrival. Maintain 3000, expect 15,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure of this frequency, squawk 2640.
Guess he didn't get no PDC clearance. We don't have center on live, so we're going to be with him pretty much until we get vectored around the airport. Like I said, he's probably going to vector us 040, right turn 040, probably climb up to 10,000.
1010.
Pretty active out here in Newark.
Sky was 575, reback is correct, push and start at your discretion, and expect runway 27.
Traffic.
Departure for the United 3442, 8,800 feet. Finish above.
By the way, I am using Sam Scene 3D New York City Times.
United 3442,
scenery.
New York approach, radar contact.
Doesn't really have an effect on performance, in my
Frank
opinion.
Altitude showing 8,600.
But
Newark altimeter 299er flight is.
it's a nice little add-on for
information
sure.
Charlie is current. Expect the ILS 2 left approach.
Got a plane incoming.
2995 and check Charlie, United 3442.
East Coast Jet 21, Peterborough winds 190 at 9er, runway 19er, clear to land.
For the land, runway 19er, East Coast Jet 21.
You know, one thing about this departure I don't like how the flight directors kind of operate on this departure. It's not like the best. I wouldn't say follow the flight directors really. You're gonna see when on departure what I'm talking about. But it's kind of a quirky little departure. Gotta ride the brakes as we taxi down Bravo here.
Citation 750 X-ray leaving my airspace. Radar services terminated. Squawk VFR. Frequency change approved. Have a good one.
Alright, copy that. See you later. Set files, X-ray.
Citations. Not a lot of biz jets here in the simulator. Not a lot of good ones in my opinion.
United 3442, fly heading 180.
8180, 3442.
United 24-3, ready for taxi, and we have information, Bravo.
United 2403 Heavy, runway 22 right at Whiskey, taxi via Romeo Kilo, uniform, Whiskey.
Romeo Kilo, uniform whiskey for United 2403. Oh, to the right.
Pretty busy for this controller. He's pretty much manning a lot of the airspace around Newark at the moment. Kudos to these VATSIM controllers. Sometimes you get the odd one that's just really upset, in my opinion. It kind of defers me from flying on the network sometimes, right? You know, sometimes you just hear some chat. Pilots just aren't familiarized, you know, with certain things, and it's already nerve-wracking enough to come onto the network, but some controllers, in my opinion, just want to get really upset. And, you know, they get agitated and stuff that I don't like to hear. This is
Jet 21, welcome to Peterborough, safe parking.
This is a free network, you know what I mean? So everybody's here to learn, and not everybody's a professional. And we're on Romeo now. We're taking Romeo up to Whiskey.
Jet, roger that. Taxi to Jet Aviation, via Kilo.
Winds are 170 at 11 right now, gusting 19.
United 2403 Heavy, hold short taxiway Romeo on Whiskey.
Hold short taxiway Romeo on Whiskey for United 24-3 Heavy.
Probably holding short for me. But it's going to be a spicy departure, ladies and gents. That's the United 777, I believe, the United Heavy. That's going to make way for me.
United 2310, wind 180 at 11, gust 19, runway 22 right at Whiskey, since takeoff.
22 right at Whiskey, cleared for takeoff, United 2310, thanks.
United 3442, just to maintain 5,000.
To maintain 5,000, United 3442.
Newark approach United 2481, hello, descending to flight level 051 and inbound Papa
Performance
Lima
is
Bravo.
really in the shits right now. Really in the shits. So we are clear for takeoff. Let's get ourselves lined up. It's windy, it's stuttering
United
right now.
2481, Newark approach, radar contact 21 miles west of Newark Liberty, altitude showing 6,500. Newark, altimeter 2995 and
2995, Charlie's current. Throttle's going up, ladies and gents. Enjoy the departure.
Expect ILS to left approach QNH 29.95, United 2481.
She gonna be spicy.
United 2403 Heavy, runway 22 right at Whiskey, line up away.
To the right, line up away, Whiskey for United 24-3 Heavy.
Yoke approach, JetBlue 494 at Westchester,
checked.
Orlando, Bridge, copy.
Oh my god, it's
JetBlue
stuttering.
495, unfortunately I do not control Westchester, it'll be on advisory.
I need a DDC or something, because I didn't receive one.
And B1, rotate.
United 3442, turn left, heading 150, then maintain 4,000.
Ascending 150 to submitted 4,000.
Positive rate of climb. Gear going up.
And JetBlue, sorry about that. I'm unable to issue clearance due to not controlling my ship.
Roger.
United 2310, New York departure, radar contact, altitude.
600 for 2,500. United 2310.
United 2310, turn right heading 350, climb maintain 10,000, 10,000.
We're heading 350, climb 10,000. United 2310.
United 2481, fly heading 060, descend to maintain 5,000.
020, descend 5000 to United 24 for 21.
United 2403 heavy, wind 180 at 11, south 19, runway 22 right, good takeoff.
A little busy right now. 350. A little busy right now. We're going. And we're going 10,000.
United 2310, turn right heading 040.
Right heading 040, United 2310.
Departure Scout 535, push start.
That was 525, pushing starting discretion, expecting runway 27.
Roger.
Returns coming off. Nose lights coming off. Let's get some sounds back up here. Looking good, ladies and gents. Ground spoilers are disarmed. Should have done that already.
United 2403 heavy, New York departure, radar contact, the altitude.
700, climbing 2,500, United 2403.
United 2403, turn right, direct Zims, climb and maintain 17,000, 17,000.
Right, direct to Zim and 17, 117,000.
Autopilot coming on.
United 2310, proceed directly, climb maintain 17,000, 17,000.
Proceed directly, climb maintain 17,000, United 2310.
United 3442, descend to maintain 3,000.
Minute 3,000, 3442.
Ladies and gents, bring it back upstairs. 17,000. Beautiful. Nice little vectors. He didn't even let us fly the full departure properly, which, whatever. You know what I mean?
United 3442, 4 miles from Echo. Fly heading 190, maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS 22 left approach.
Taking 190, maintain 3,000 until they establish ILS approach to the left, United 3442.
United 2310, leaving my airspace, no further ATC available. Radar service is terminated, frequency change approved, have a good one.
Over to Unicom, thanks a lot, United 2310.
United 2481, turn right heading 090.
Over to Unicom, ladies and gents, let's go up 35,000 feet. There we go. See? Not too shabby, ladies and gents. Beautiful departure coming out of Newark. Got the airport down there. We're gonna be flying over Teterboro momentarily. Coming up on 10,000 feet. Go ahead and kill the lights. We're climbing up 35,000 feet. Beautiful. And like I said, I believe we're gonna have some. I think we got some ATC. Nope, no more ATC up in Portland, Maine. That's okay. That is okay. Beautiful. 10,000 feet. Let's do some wing views here. You're going to see the beautiful downtown area of Manhattan. And again, that is not the Asobo Manhattan. That is going to be the Sam Scene. New York City time something, whatever it's called, I'm not too sure. Just having a look to see where aircraft are currently landing in Portland. I believe they're landing on the on runway 11. Just quickly double checking here. They are landing on 1-1. There's Teterboro right there. Let's come back up top. Let me just, we'll keep 2-9 in place for now. Actually, you know what? Let's change it. We are going to go the ILS 1-1. Let's see if this works. So, I'm going to go no star right now, and then I'm going to go Sea Dog. Cam transition. Let me see if it flips. It didn't flip. So it still has waypoints for the 2-2, sorry, for the 2-9 approach. So you have to sort of trick it. I'm just going to click a different approach. We'll do the SCOG 3. I'll insert that, and then what I'll do is I'll change it. ILS 1-1 Sea Dog Cam. And, oh wait, I believe it changed the first time too. I believe it changed the first time. Sometimes that happens with this aircraft. I don't understand why. But sometimes you have to do... whenever there's a runway change, sometimes you have to change your arrival information. You can't necessarily reuse the same star, because when you use the same star, even though you've changed runways, it'll still show the waypoints for the other runways. So. Yeah, I would have liked a little bit of a better departure, to be honest with you, coming out of Newark. Sometimes these things happen where they're just trying to get you out right away. But I wanted to fly the departure properly. I wanted to be on a heading of 220 before they vectored me over, but they did not. Unfortunate. Coming up on 18,000 feet. Let's go ahead. Standard pressure is set. We'll just look at these views. little while since we put out any content here on the channel. We are not doing a live stream for the purpose of this video, but you know, we'll bring it back definitely sometime in the future. We're not completely giving up on live streaming. It's been a little while since we've done a video. I think it's been a couple months at least. But we're doing a full flight here, not typically a regular video you would see from Flight Sim Gaming. It's a short flight today, ladies and gents. It's only 50 minutes. So by the time we get to cruise, I think we only have 5 or 10 minutes before we're already descending down to Portland. But yeah, definitely not giving up on the live streams. You know, we are flying a little bit more on VATSIM, what a lot of people are requesting. But yeah, as of right now, we're going to be flying in North America. Probably going to be doing about 4 or 5 flights out here. I got some flights kind of hand-picked already. We're going to be doing some East Coast flying, some West Coast flying. Not sure if we're going to get any Canadian ops in. Tonight, so it is Tuesday, July 30th. Tonight I wanted to do some Northern Lights. There's a VATSIM event, Northern Lights, where they fly in Alberta. You go up to Yellowknife. I wanted to do some flights out there tonight. Not sure if I'm going to be able to. If I do, I'm probably going to put it out as a video. But I'm just unsure if we're going to do it. My kids have soccer tonight, so things might be going, you know, as planned with that. So as long as it doesn't rain, we're going to be going to soccer or football, whatever you want to call it. Everybody says it differently. Passing 26,000 feet right now. Let's come upstairs, make sure all of our lights are off. Beautiful. But that's the plan, anywho. We're going to be in the Fenix A320 as well. Now, coming into Portland, I don't think the harbor visual is going to be the approach. It's not going to be right now. So the weather is clearing up. Scattered clouds at 1,000 feet right now, broken at 1,600. This morning it was like broken, or it was like scattered or broken at 500. It was overcast at 500. So in order to do the harbor visual, it's got to be a minimum ceiling of 3,000 feet, which we're not going to achieve. So no harbor visual. Should be a pretty straightforward landing. We're expecting the ILS-11 approach. We did have some ATC coverage, but they have since logged off, so no coverage right now in Portland. Looks like we got a CRJ that's going to be coming out to Portland as well, so we'll have to be mindful of him and make sure we're not in the way. You know, one of the disappointing things with the Fenix, can't use my Honeycomb throttle, like autopilot panel with the Fenix, which kind of makes it a little bit spicy, you know, when you're getting vectors. Kind of wish it was compatible, but such is life, right? You know, and even still, like, the weather's beautiful though, like, oh my goodness. Phoenix wing views are a lot louder. They're a lot louder than the other aircraft, so I've turned it down a little bit. I believe Flight Sim Expo is going to be happening somewhere out in these parts next year. I believe it's at Rhode Island, if I'm not mistaken. I will be attending it. I will be driving down from Toronto. It's probably about an 8 or 9 hour flight. Sorry, 8 or 9 hour drive. Flight time, I think, is like an hour and a half. Maybe an hour. I'm excited for it. It's going to be my first ever Flight Sim Expo. Going as myself. Not going to be going as Flight Sim Gaming. Going as a fan rather than content creator. I got that CRJ somewhere off to my left wing there. I don't see him. But there should be enough spacing. I'm hoping we're both going to be landing on the same runway. It looks like aircraft right now are landing on the ILS 11 approach. Should be at 35,000 feet. There we go. Alt cruise is in. Top of descent is coming up probably about 80 miles. Let me see here. 78 miles. I should probably plug in some information here. Out for Portland, Maine. Typically you do this about 50 miles out, but we're here. Let's get her done. QNH 2997. Temperature 24. The winds are 150 at 7. Not too terrible. But we have that low visibility, so we should be able to get visuals. 276 is our minimums. We should be able to get visuals, so I don't see that there's going to be an issue with that. This morning, like I said, visuals, it broke out 200 feet above the runway, which is pretty crazy. We'll open up Navigraph. We'll have a look at our arrival. So the Sea-Dog 4 are to have arrival into Portland, Maine. A couple different procedures here. If you're landing on the 29s, you're going to go this way. If you're going to be landing on runway 11, which we are, we're going to be going this way. So in the Cambridge VOR, we're just going to follow this. At Sea-Dog, we've got to be at 11,000 feet. I believe Auto ATC is going to let me know to descend down to that. It's a new thing that VATSIM's implemented with flying within, I believe, the United States. So we're going to go down to 11,000, and then we're going to go down to 2,300. The winds are 150 at 7. Scattered clouds, 1,000 feet. Broken at 1,600. It's 24 degrees. 2,997 is the alti. And we'll disregard this approach here. This is the approach that we're going to be doing. 1099 is the ILS DME. Sorry, is the frequency. And 276 on the minimums. A couple things I'm going to do here, like I always do. We're just going to go ahead and add some fixed information. Kilo Papa Mike Whiskey. Wait, Kilo Papa Whiskey Mike. 1-1. We're going to do a 10-mile radius and then a 5-mile radius. That'll kind of help us with our speeds. You know, that's the whole purpose of doing it. We got some traffic coming in. He's not too far from us. It's kind of weird. He's only at 15,000 feet. He's in the CRJ-7. And he's only at 15,000 feet. I believe there was some Microsoft problems this morning as well. One of their servers was down globally, so we didn't have Microsoft Flight Sim working over here in Canada for about 3 hours this morning. Kind of sucks when things like that happen, you know what I mean? You can see all those clouds that we're going to be landing into. Weather hasn't been all that great out here in Portland. I've been doing some flying out here. There was some fog yesterday. Yesterday was thick fog, man. Thick fog, so. Starting that right-hand turn there. So we're probably about 20 miles from top of descent. 40 miles out. Still got some time. And if you're enjoying the content, ladies and gents, don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. Would appreciate that. Greatly appreciate that. If you're enjoying the live streams more, let me know down in the comments. If you're enjoying the videos more, the video format stuff, let me know down in the comments as well. Always trying to cater to the community. Beautiful mountains out there. Is that part of the Appalachian Mountains? I wonder, does it come out this far? That's the auto ATC. It's telling me to cross CDOG at and maintain 11,000 feet. The Portland altimeter 299.7. We don't need to worry about that. We already knew what we were doing. Now hopefully VNAV doesn't mess around with us here. Aircraft was having some troubles flying the VNAV approach. Sorry, on descent it was having issues flying VNAV, not the VNAV approach. Couldn't keep that green ball centered properly. We would be too high, and then I would have to pull out the speed brakes, and then I'd get it back in. As soon as I got it back in, I'd retract the speed brakes, and then just all of a sudden lost it again. So hopefully it doesn't give us too much grief. What do we got here? Receive messages. United Airlines ops, nothing. Come over to the perf tab again. $11 miles out. Still not a bad day for flying. Got some cloud coverage, but it's all Gucci. We're 5 miles out. Let's go ahead and start our descent. See how it flies here. We got about, I don't know, 70 miles, 60 miles until we hit Sea Dog, where we got to be at and maintain flight level 1000. See, there we go. We're already blown by the VNAV. Let's see if it catches up here. I don't think it's going to. Let's pull out some speed brakes. Should be descending down probably at about 5,000 feet per minute. We're full speed brakes engaged here. Taking a little bit of time. get it back down. Was an aircraft. I think it was plus 5,000 feet over here. Back on VNAV. Hopefully the aircraft will maintain it. Still got the speed brakes out. It's got to be probably the Rex AcU season. It's probably all jacked up there. Not sure why it's all red. Clearly, so some photogrammetry issues. Clearly, falling off of VNAV again. This is what I was talking about with this aircraft. I'm not sure. The winds are now variable at 5 in Portland. Not bad. Go ahead, standard pressure 29907. We'll plug that in. It's like the aircraft is just ballooning for no apparent reason. Portland traffic, United 2310, 10 miles from Sea-Dog, expecting the ILS runway 11 approach, Portland traffic. I'm just stating that only because I do have an RJ right behind me. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the VNAV. This thing's fucking shocked in my... Going down to 2,300 feet is where we're going to cap the Yoke, the glide slope. Let's go and retract those speed brakes. Let's make sure the aircraft is doing what it's supposed to be doing. There's a storm cell out there to our right wing. Landing system coming on. Let's get our landing lights on. Now let's see if this aircraft is going to behave itself. We're going to keep the speed up. We have traffic behind us, so he's not too far behind us. I don't remember this aircraft flying like this before the update, so I'm wondering if there's going to be an update with how the VNAV is sort of performing. It's not performing, in my opinion, like it used to. We'll activate the approach phase. Let's get the speed down to 210. Keep those speed brakes out. $20 miles out. The glide slope. Go ahead and we'll arm up everything. What are we looking at in terms of clouds? We got a few clouds at 2200 scattered at 28, so not overly terrible. It's clearing up. Go manage speed. We're gonna go flaps 1. Portland traffic, United 2310, 10 mile final runway 11. And there's localizer. Loc and glide slope we're capturing. The rest of our lights on here. Beautiful. Missed approach. What do we got? I think it's 3,000 feet. It's 3,000 feet. Let's go ahead and plug that up.
2,500.
Go flaps 2. Gear coming down. The winds are variable at 5 right now, so hopefully all this wind will clear up here. It's not looking too shabby. Let's go flaps 3. I Go flaps full, gear down 3 green, flaps full, indicated. We got all of our signs are on, beautiful. Wait till we get a little bit of visibility here because I don't see the runway, and we got a nasty winds, holy shit. What the hell are the winds doing? Microsoft Flight Sim winds, this has to spin back around. I think I see the runway out there. I'm going to keep the autopilot on. Enjoy the arrival. Check. It's definitely not ideal. This is incorrect. This is going to be a spicy approach. My aircraft. The winds are not correct. Good deal. You want to fly Pappies at this airport, ladies and gents? Check.
Above.
3 reds, 1 white. Yeah, we're getting back on it.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
Minimum.
Continue.
Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope.
Disregard.
40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
First coming out. First green. 70 knots. Ladies and gents, welcome down to Portland. Those winds were wrong. We'll take it all the way to the end. Back up top here. Portland traffic, United 2310, vacated runway 11. Minus 43 on the feet per minute there. We got an RJ coming in for landing, so maybe we'll get him. The winds are variable at 5, so I'm not sure. I know aircraft are currently landing on the 1-1 approach, so I'm not sure what the hell happened with the winds. But again, Microsoft Flight Simulator weather. Let's go ahead and get the wing light off. Let's pull up the APU. Portland traffic, United 2310 crossing runways 3618, Portland traffic. We're gonna go gate 5. And I guess we're going Delta. Overall, not too shabby, ladies and gents. Not too shabby. Got her down on the ground. Winds were had a mind of its own there. Let's see how this guy flies this CRJ. By the way, beautiful airport too. You can get their scenery. I'll put the scenery description down below in the comments. Sorry, in the description. Orbex, I believe you can get them. Portland International Jetport. Is the name of this airport, and like I said, there's a nice beautiful approach that you can do coming into runway 29 with the weather's nice, you can do that. It's called the Harbor Visual. What do we want? We want Gate 5. Okay. Parking brake coming on, APU bleed coming on, ladies and gents. Let's shut her down. Beautiful. Beacon light coming off, seatbelt lights coming off. And that RJ should be coming in. Request deboarding. Go ahead, deboard. Beautiful, ladies and gents. Beautiful. Can't really see the RJ out in the clouds there, but should be on short final.
Passengers deboarding starting.
I think I see him. I think he's right there. Let's get a nice little landing of him. Let's see what happens. There he comes. Telling you, the winds are sketch right now here in Portland. Sketch. Doesn't look like he has his wheels down, but I know he's got his wheels down. Windy, hella windy. There we go. Sky West. Little sketch coming in here. But, you know, all in all, what happened to my jetway? Jetway. Whatever. Anyways, ladies and gents, thank you for taking the time to come out with me on this beautiful journey all the way from Newark. I'll catch y'all in the next video, ladies and gents. Enjoy the rest of your day, week. Peace!